The topic of today's stream is whether a US default is possible and what you should do with your portfolio to make sure that you don't miss the opportunity either way that it goes. But the fact is, I'm sick of talking about debt defaults. Christopher Inks isn't here today. He's actually sick. So I'm just going to scrap that completely and look at a whole bunch of charts and try to make sense of this market. It's going to be a lot more fun this way than wanting to go take ourselves behind the barn and put ourselves out of our misery talking about the United States debt ceiling once again. This will be better. Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of Wall Streets. There you got some errant hairs there. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and go ahead and tap gently that like button. Look at that hair. It's over there. I get the mirror thing, and I don't even know which side it's on. That one's just not going to behave today. It's weird. It's weird. Guys, we're winging it today. We're winging it. Pirate X Pirate wants to know what happened to my face. I don't know. It's my face. It's just my face. Did get a haircut. Maybe that's it. I shaved. Oh, I shaved. That's what happened to my face. I shaved. Probably missed some spots, to be honest. So yeah, guys, I got a message a few minutes ago that Chris is not going to make it. He woke up, had a sore throat. There was a plan in place, and now we get to YOLO this stream. Dez says, Scott, let me see that shirt. Listen, for the debt default, I went with the USA World Cup kit. Nothing on the back, I don't think. But yeah, I'm feeling the spirit of the USA right now. Pirate X Pirate says I look like a prepubescent boy. I'll take it. Look at this. Look at this. You see it? It won't stick. Push it over. Make it stick. It's going to drive me nuts the whole time. Not because of the aesthetics, just because I can literally feel it. Anyways, guys, so yeah, we're gonna wing it today. And so that means we're going to take a look at the top 10 coins by market cap, maybe like top 15, because there's a whole bunch of stable coins. And then we're going to just try to get a pulse of the market here, not a pulse chain of the market, because we don't talk about hex coins. No. I don't care about hex, whatever. A lot of hex pulse enthusiasts I have opted out of even paying attention to it, to be quite honest. But yeah, a lot of talk of stuff going on pulse chain. It's actually a real thing now, which is more than we can say for a lot of crypto projects, I guess. But let's, yeah. Oscar thought it was a Florida Panthers shirt. That would work too. Mark says Ben pumping. I literally, I don't even really know what that is. I know there was the Ben ETH guy, and then Ben Armstrong BitBoy was going to buy it, and then it was down, it was up, and there was a PSYOP scam, and then there was some other shit. Man, it's fucking embarrassing. Yesterday, you guys may have seen over the last few days after the Bitcoin conference that there were some very angry people. We've talked about this. I just can't not talk about it. There's very angry people. One of my favorites, Greg Foss, who I always have on my Twitter spaces, almost went into cardiac arrest, stroked out, screaming about wizards and what an embarrassment it was for the Bitcoin conference, and it's for the children, and that somebody should have taken Udi out and beaten him up. Udi Wertheimer, who is the Taproot Wizards. And I, for some reason, decided I hated myself so much that I saw this clickbait Twitter spaces, and there were 3,000 people there, and it was debate Foss versus Udi. And I don't think there's ever been a time, I only listened for about 20 minutes, but I will never get that 20 minutes of my life back. And if that's where we are now, it was the biggest Bitcoiners were in there debating, and David Bailey from the Bitcoin conference came in and he had to explain why he did it. Then I found out, which I didn't even know, and I have to say this is kind of embarrassing. RFK had just spoken, and literally as he was going off stage, apparently the two wizards who were going to floss were coming on stage. So I guess there could have been a better scheduling there. To not have those things back to back. But dude, I don't know if it's a bottom signal or if just it's been such a long bear market that people are losing their damn minds. But I find the dialogue and crypto Twitter in general and all the conference talk, I find it intolerable and just utterly embarrassing. And not only do I find it like embarrassing, like as a community, I find it embarrassing because A, I'm sitting here talking about it. I guess that's one of the things. And B, like I spent years like cheerleading a lot of this stuff that's like, it's complete garbage. I didn't know at the time. We live and learn. But man, like I know there's a lot of amazing things being built in this bear market, but like 5 of them are going to matter. And the rest is like, man, we are spinning our wheels arguing over this stuff. Tito says, no cap, tiger cap today. Yeah, I got a haircut and, shaved, whatever. Yep. Seems like people losing their minds. I mean, that's my take on it at this point, is that like, there's nothing left to talk about. And so people are losing their goddamn minds. Yeah. I think that is the gist of what's happening here. But listen, so this is what we're going to do. I can't promise we're going to see anything amazing, but we got, top 10 coins here by market cap. A lot of them are stable coins. So we're going to look at least Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Doge, Polygon, Solana. Top 10 hasn't changed much. Tron, Litecoin, I guess DOT, and then we'll look at SHIB. That gets us to 15 and eliminates BUSD, USDC, and USDT. So if you look at a bunch of charts, see if there's anything promising there. I can tell you that looking at this, it doesn't look too promising. Like there's a green thing. There's a green thing, 1%, 0.8%. Market looking heavy, kind of crappy. Most of these huge moves down are not sizable. Most of these moves down, these red ones, are not that sizable, but clearly a pretty heavy, weighty market at the moment. Luis says, I don't understand how anyone is talking about anything besides the fact there is a legit presidential candidate that can be called a Bitcoin president. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I just think like most people realize that DNC are going to crush his dreams, not allow him the light of day, no air, and that Biden will probably come back. Although, maybe I've heard some theories that maybe, Biden really doesn't run again and they're setting it up for a Gavin Newsom, oh my God, or something like that. Who knows, man? Politics. Ugh, horrible. And I guess you guys didn't even know Chris was going to be here. We got 168 people. Where are the people? Go call your friends. Bring the people. Wednesdays are always really slow. Anyways, so diving into the red here. Let's go first with Bitcoin. Of course, we have the Bitcoin weekly, guys. Like, what's there to talk about? Volume is non-existent, right? But if we care about these things, the 200 weekly MA, which a lot of people view as the trend, like there's a lot of people who think the 200 weekly MA is the line that determines the trend. Above it, bullish trend, bull market, below it, bear market. Well, we've tested it there and now we're just kind of hovering above it. But like this is on no volume. Clearly we were rejected up here in the 30,000 area. But just to make the point again, we had a downtrend. That's the red checks, right? Lower highs, lower lows, all the way down to here. We did make a higher high that was higher than this right here at the break of 25,212. That's a new bull trend. I'll say it again. We can lose it. It can come down. Honestly, now you say it's a new bull trend. As long as we'll make this and we'll make it a big like pink or purple line, right? So this would, anything that lands above this 19,569 level will remain a higher low. Higher low. New bull trend. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Higher high would be confirmed by any low that we put in above 19,569. I know everybody's still looking at 25,212 because we haven't gotten the retest of that line, which we should, right? And then that puts, well, this target's already in play, but this head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders that we confirmed here on that same break, as 25,212 was a key level, would be a retest. And honestly, we still have the target of that at 41,000. Like, I'm not saying we get there. I'm not saying these patterns play out, but looking at a weekly chart, like that could hit its target in 2024 and it would still be accurate. Yeah. Anyways, that's the weekly chart. Clicking through, we have the daily chart. Looks like we want to go down and retest some of those areas. I don't know what'll happen, But we have this head and shoulders, and look, we have this very clear neckline, this blue line right here, and we've retested it 1, 2, 3, 4 times without really being able to close maybe an inch above, and now pressing heavily back down on this 100 MA, which has now been tested 4 times as support. You got to think there's a good chance we leak down to here, even down to the 200 here in the 22,000s, which would line up with this sort of area here. Bitcoin could go either way. There's no reason to be bearish on it. You just have to realize that you could drop and still not be bearish. But like, hey, Chris is here. He's just not here. Hey, Chris, wish you could talk. Yeah. Chris is going to give us commentary from the comments, which is even better. Yeah. He's going to hang out with you guys instead of hanging out with me. Like, I don't know. This is the monthly chart. Pretty clear rejection up here. And what do we got here? Nothing doing on the line chart that's exciting. I mean, when you dig into the line chart, this is just get rid of the wicks. I mean, look how sideways we are. I mean, the 4-hour chart since the 11th. I haven't even looked at this, but like, by the way, I haven't looked at all these charts, guys. We're looking at them fresh. I mean, you've basically been in a range of 27.4 to 26.3. That's a $1,000 range since, you can even pull it back to here, since May 11th. It's 2 weeks in a $1,000 range, discounting the wicks. Man, brutal. So I can't see a reason to be like, I need to get long, I need to get short, I need to do anything. There's nothing you need to do here. This is, I will show you a chart that this reminds me of. Just bring it up over here. There's a really cool chart that this reminds me of a lot. See if I can find it. I found it weird. I found it on Shutterstock, which is not where I expected to find it, but you get the idea. It's this chart. The chart of a dying human person. It doesn't mean it's dying. It just means that we're here still awaiting volatility and boring. Let's take a look at ETH on the Bitcoin pair. Nothing much has changed for me on this. Still had the massive breakout here. Like, that bottom was in. Like, I know that we have seen Bitcoin dominating whatever, but ETH holding up exceptionally well, actually, when you look at this against Bitcoin throughout the last even year. I mean, we've got decreasing volume here, price floating down, clearly some sort of, descending wedge pattern. Draw it to show you guys. Make that blue for aesthetic purposes. This should break up and we should be retesting higher levels. I mean, even if you just look ETH BTC, the entirety of this move here and down, right? Still haven't even gotten to the golden pocket, which would be 0.102 to 0.107. Still a pretty big move up from here, right? And that would just be the normal, even if you can consider that we could be going down. And if you look, the 50% level, not a Fibonacci level, but the Dow level, a lot of people add it to their fib levels, but don't listen to people who call it a fib level, because it ain't. It ain't. That's exactly where this resistance is at 0.08590, and exactly where this move has been stifled 2 times. So I think Ethereum still looks completely fine versus Bitcoin, even with all of this sort of downside that we've seen. And looking in on the daily, like you guys may have remembered, we had this ascending triangle back here, right? It came up, hit its target, overshot. This back in here, I had Burb and Cheds on the stream. We were up at about, it was more like we were up at like 1800. And I was like, I'm buying 1284. And they were like, yeah, that line looks good. And people were like, you're nuts. It's not going to 1284. Well, I did buy. That's the last time I bought. And it's gone much lower since then, obviously, down to about just above 1,000. But then you kind of had this key level right here, right? Created on this bounce up here, created this key level of supply, which was all the rejections here. We talked about this a number of times. But now we're above it, right? Consolidated inside, and now all of this is support. So yeah, the 50 MA is here, but you got to think that as long as this red area is holding, we should at least be coming back up to 2159, and we start flipping these areas. Yeah, we start talking about targets up to like 3,000. Nothing looks bad here to me. Right. And more importantly, I mean, I don't know if the line will connect, but if you draw this kind of idea, you can see nothing but higher lows. Right. So still a bullish trend. Low, high, higher low, higher high. Nothing looking particularly bad here on these coins. Going back, I believe the next coin by market cap is BNB. I don't know. Super sideways. Let's zoom out a bit. I have one line on this chart because I deleted a whole bunch of lines to try to give us a fresh look. I mean, I think that got something like this happening, really, right? This move bottomed here. You can either pull it to here or maybe to here. I like that better because look how that mid-range has been. Chris might disagree. I don't know. He might like it here. Still pretty good. It's even a little higher. Right about there. Kind of like that. We'll just call these deviations because that really was the high that was put in after that low. Although we haven't really returned to the bottom at all. Chris says yes. You like that one better? Yeah, I figured you would. It's more honest. I mean, because this is one big wick and it's kind of giving you a bias after all this price action. And that would give us kind of false hope for a higher target. But you can see that we are either way. I mean, we're kind of clenched here between the 50 and 200 MA, but holding very strong towards the top. And once again, you know, none of these are looking bad, right? You got kind of, we can call this like sort of the main support, but you got a low, higher low, potentially a higher low. Looks good. Just doesn't look bad, right? I mean, that's obvious. This whole area is obviously really okay. So if we were going to draw that, this will explain this a little better. If we're going to draw a supply zone off of this last sort of up candle before that major downtrend, right? Remember, the idea is that you got people getting chopped up all in here, right? See this? Down, up, down, up. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just sell when it pops back up to here is what they're thinking. And then you drop. So you got all this selling interest or supply left over. That'll show you why that wick landed there, right? That's straight into that supply, clean rejection, come back down to test the mid-range. Really didn't come to the bottom. So I think it looks fine. And I think that assuming you break out here, you're looking at 400. You're certainly looking at price action in this area, just kind of a vacuum. Yeah. Guy always sounds like he just took a huge hit of a bong and is a holy smoke while he talks. Don't know what you're talking about, man. Yeah. I would name yours and Chris's band Florida Texas Lines. I like that. I like that. It's a good name for a band. Good name for a band. Yeah, we put debt ceiling in the title, and people are like, I ain't watching that shit. We should have titled today's, you know what, Misha, I have an idea. Here's what we're going to do. I don't know if we're really going to do this, but this will be funny as a test. For a week, Misha, we're going to go ahead and we're going to like make the most outrageous thumbnails and titles for the streams, like humanly possible. So far over the line that it's obviously sarcasm and trolling. Because here's an example. Cardano to pull a 17,000x tomorrow. What's the next 40 million X altcoin that you need to buy 3 hours ago, right? And it'll literally be like me, like with the liquefier going, and then like we'll have like huge red X's and big green checks and like a big target. And we'll see if people show up. And then people are like Bitcoin, no, like guys, there's a way to do this algorithm. I've told you, I don't do it. Like there is a very good way to do the algorithm. That's to go like this and do a clickbait title. But I'm talking about going like so over the edge that it's literally insane. Like Bitcoin to zero tomorrow, or your mom likes horses. I don't know, like some weird shit, but like so crazy, maybe like AI pictures of like Gary Gensler, like, with a lotto ticket going like this. Just wild clickbait. Maybe that would work. I'm not going to talk about that stuff. It's just to get the people here. XRP, because we got to look at it. I mean, listen, we know that these descenders have been a little less impactful of late, but that's a pretty good line. Yeah, exactly, Des. 1 inch going to 9 inch. Don't miss it. Chartapalooza days were good. Yeah, those images for YouTube, agree, just stupid. That's what it takes to drive traffic, but you have to do it. You have to do it. You can't not do it. I mean, you can, but then you get 201 people watching you scream into a microphone and look at charts on a Wednesday morning. You know, we have 126,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm not very good at math, but I know that 200 isn't a high percentage of them. Anywho, descending line right there. The thumbnails are going to be so good. I need like the worst, ridiculous thumbnails ever, but they have to be so bad and so obvious. Problem is, there's going to be a lot of people who are like, this dude's doing the clickbait thing. He's given up. He's capitulated, because they'll think I'm serious because people don't understand sarcasm. XRP looks totally fine, to be honest. I don't even know about this line. Yeah, I like it. 200 MA, it's kind of a clean line. I mean, above 41 cents, I think it looks pretty good. You drop that, I think you're coming down into at least the 36, but probably lower. That's a very key major area of tons of price action that I drew on the weekly chart at some point. Harry Head reminds me I have 127K. Don't sell yourself short, man. Don't sell yourself short, Judd. You're a tremendous slouch. What movie? So I think you just got to wait for a really clean break of this line. Honestly, at this point, I want to be above 55 cents, because like if you get above this resistance right here, it's just party time. You should be clear skies for like $1, you know, or somewhere up in the 90 cents range. So yeah. Sarcasm alienates dumb people. Are you saying that I have 126,800 followers that are dumb? Because those are the ones who aren't showing up. They're not showing up. All right. I mean, XRP, I would wait for a flip of 55 cents. I don't know. ADA, bullish divergence on the daily chart, all the way to oversold. Bearish divergence, all the way to all the way to overbought. Bearish divergence, all the way to oversold. It's like that is a pretty good indicator. Pretty good strategy. It looked like, I would have said that it looked like a big inverse head and shoulders, but kind of didn't confirm. So maybe we're getting a complex inverse head and shoulders, which is like a person with a defect who has two shoulders, right? But either way, once again, guys, these coins are not really, okay, this one, that's a little shady. I would say they're not really in downtrends because you're making higher lows and higher highs. Low, high, higher low, higher high. As long as you come in anywhere above 0.2976, yeah. He knows the movie. We got a pool and a pond. A pond would be better for you, Scott. It's Caddyshack, guys. It's Caddyshack. Chris likes XRP, in case you were wondering. Yeah. Perhaps geolocation of subscribers plays a part. It's 2:27 in the UK, and most people are in work or others are in bed. Perhaps, but Crypto Banter's on right now, and I bet they got 3,000 people watching. You know? Probably. Anyways, I do not love, when I pulled this, I don't love the fact that this broke down, but I still think this is going to put, I wouldn't buy it now. I still think this is going to put in a higher low here and then head up. I mean, all these coins look totally fine and boring. The doggy coin, as they like to call it. I still feel people like call it Dodge, who have been here a long time. Like, how do you not know that this coin is called Doge at this point? Really? There was the Saturday Night Live top that was the toppiest top of all time at 73 cents. You guys can go back, play the tape. I said, buy this thing at 16 cents, or there was like 9 cents. It was here. Yeah, 9 cents. It was this line, which is no longer impactful. But I think actually I said 9 cents. I don't think I even said 15 cents. I said, buy this thing at 9 cents. Never retested that when it came out. And then you're still poor if you did. You did get a chance to get out 16. It's gone as low as 5 cents. Crazy. Don't see any like fundamentally good reason to be in Doge at this point. All kinds of lines we can draw, but you know, got this one. If we're gonna do the Pink Floyd laser light show, you could do this one. Then we could draw one here and here and here. Right. All kinds of lines. Bottom line, it ain't breaking any of them anytime soon. I don't see any reason to look at Doge. This price action is horrid. I mean, look at that move, and then it retraces almost the entire move right back days later. I don't know. Yeah. Christopher said Rand got rid of his intro song. Says time to grow up. Are you talking about the one where he does the like that guy in the bathrobe? I like that. But yeah, it's played out. Eventually, got to move on. I'm not moving on from my intro music though. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, Doge, I see nothing. Matic, I've been really disappointed. I'm going to be honest. This is after Bitcoin and Ethereum is my largest position. Has been for a long time. Even it's such a weak bounce, even after off oversold here, right? I mean, got oversold, did not make bullish divergence because you got a higher low on both. But like almost reset RSI to 44 without any meaningful price action. You've got a death cross here, which I don't really care about, but there are people who do care about that. This line is meaningless at this point. I thought that it would actually come off 130 and go to 170. I will say, though, that one of the bigger plays I did post was this inverse head and shoulders here in the middle of last summer, and that did hit the target and overshot by 20 cents. So at least there's something there. But now, I don't know. I think you can't like it. If we're good, okay, let's dig in over here. Pretend all that other stuff doesn't work. You can't like it below this line, I would say. All right, that's a very, very, very clear support, major break. So I think you get a target. I think right now, if you were trading this, and listen, like if you were just a trader, just looking at the chart, no whatever, like you're looking to short that. In theory, your target if you're going up is 94. If it breaks that, the reason though is because like you can set a stop loss at, I don't know, 97, 98 if you're wrong, and then just buy the retest and it flips bullish, right? So you've got two setups on the same line, both kind of encouraging, but like this is bear flaggy, obviously, right? So I think you're looking for a trickle up and then a breakdown to, guys, I love Matic. Like I said, I'm not selling it. It's one of my biggest bags, even seeing this, but yeah, I would not be surprised to see this go to 75 cents. I don't know if Chris is still here. What do you think of that? Yeah. Oh, big move soon should be my band name. It's good. Yeah. Scott, include GMT time along EST in your Showtime tweets. I missed the beginning. You have to rewatch it on this wretched YouTube. Okay, I will do that. But like I'm American, we don't think about the rest of you guys. It's not what happens. I'm not saying this will happen. I'm saying if you're just looking at this blind, you have a very key level broken. That was a major support. You're looking for a retest as resistance. The higher RR play is to short that down. Hate to say it. Solana did exactly the thing. Now it's just boring. This is Solana, the soul. I know you got soul. It's James Brown, is it? No, it's not. I can't believe I just misquoted that. Can't believe I just said that, but hey, whatever. I was thinking of Eric B. and Rakim, but the original sample now I'm trying to remember. Bobby Bird, maybe? No, like now I gotta look this up. Bobby Bird, I know you got soul. I think that's it. Said James Brown because it just popped. Yeah, I know you got soul. It's Bobby Bird. But anyways. I know you got soul. Anyways. You guys don't care about that. Solana, I just don't see any. Okay, here's the thing, like we're zooming out, we're looking at daily charts. Yeah, there's no trades to find right now, but all I see so far is that this one did not make another higher high. Right? Low, high, higher low. Ooh, not confirmed. Not as much of an uptrend, but still, it just looks kind of good. I mean, the fact that this went from $8 to 27 when it was supposed to be dead, pretty good. When are you leaving to Twitter Spaces and breaking the internet? Guys, I'm not leaving anymore. In fact, we'll talk about it more tomorrow, probably. But you guys know that I've been unsponsored for like, I don't know, since Moses. People throwing money at us all the time. I get like 400 meme coin DMs every day. They're like, bro, like promote our project. We'll give you $20,000 in meme coins to talk about us on your YouTube. And I don't take any of those sponsors ever. Right. And I've been looking for the right partner and looking to do something that was a much kind of like bigger deal. And so like, this is my teaser by telling you without actually telling you about them. But I did just did a pretty meaningful deal with OKX. And I'm super excited because not only do I think they're awesome, but it also means I get to go to a lot of Formula One races. Right? Going to Silverstone with them in July, going to Singapore in September. Gonna give speeches about crypto coins to the normies in Orange. It's gonna be fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere from YouTube. We're gonna be doing the OKX thing here for sure. But next Wednesday, every weekday, I will be on Spaces right after this. So it's gonna be 9 a.m. here. Right. Then Banter does 9:30. I finish at 10. They finish at like 10:15. And then we move everybody over to Spaces and we do Spaces every single day. Decal for your car also. Dude, I was hoping they would just throw me a McLaren, but I don't think that's happening. Jared says Team Red Bull. I can't be Team Red Bull anymore, man. I know they're the fastest car on the grid, but we're going to be rolling with a McLaren. And the best way, honestly, like, my content's all free and whatever. Like the best way you'd ever be able to support me is literally just go sign up. You don't even need to do anything there. But the reason you're going to ask, and we're going to go into it more, but the reason that I'm like rolling with OKX is because A, they have a US presence in OKCoin, different. B, like, I think their marketing and branding is amazing. I love their CEO. I love Haider Rafiq, the CMO, who we've had here a bunch of times. I think that they have a very concerted and thoughtful way of deciding who they work with and how, like McLaren, and it's all about the tech and innovation. And also like they are disrupting themselves with a massive Web3 presence. They're decentralized wallet. They believe in taking your coins off the exchange. They allow you to, work in DeFi, which basically competes with their own centralized exchange. So I think it's pretty awesome. I will be shaking those big champagne bottles on stage with myself because I'm not going to win anything. Anyways, we're looking at Solana. But yeah, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of OKX. I'm going to ask you guys to just go sign up. Whatever. You don't have to. Don't really care. If you don't do it, we won't be friends, but that's your problem, not mine, because I'm great to be friends with. TRX, guys, I have not looked at this. I didn't know that this was back in the top like 15. But actually, I can go out on a limb and say I'm surprised TRX is not doing better, because the fact is, like, this is the network that people are using to send stable coins. Like, now I got to look it up. I don't have the number on me, but percentage of USDT transactions on Tron. I'm just seeing more than 50%. And this is from Binance. And this is like a long time ago. But yeah, I think it's like the last number I saw, I think it was like 65% or something of Tether transactions are on Tron. And now if you look, like on like the exchanges and stuff, largely if you go to send Tether, the default is TRX. It's Tron network, TRC20, not ERC20. Crazy. Yeah, Tron DeSantis, guys. Yeah. He's going to announce, Ron DeSantis is going to announce his presidential bid with Justin Sun on Tron. You heard it here first. Yeah. OKX. And we signed it. It's a long deal. So like I've got, I'll actually be able to, I don't know, like pay my employees and my mortgage for the first time in 6 months on actual income that I'm making at the real time. I won't make anything by the time we're done because I'll just blow it on making more content. But at least my employees will, they'll feel good. Yeah, I mean, Tron looking pretty sweet here, right? And I didn't even know, like I said, I think, listen, that was the epic breakdown. But let's just zoom in on this much of the price action. I mean, you want to buy this at 0.072. This is what you're looking for. Maybe you get a little one of those to fake you out and then to 92 cents. But either way, either this retest or you wait for the reclaim, like it comes down in here. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'd be looking for from Tron. I'm not saying that'll happen, but this is where you actually are interested. With another, 30-something% move to the upside. Pretty good. Pretty good. You can't be mad at that. And then eventually to 12 cents up there. Didn't know. Tron looked kind of good. OKX, there in USA, they have OKCoin, but you can, as an American, you can use all of the DeFi and Web3 parts of OKX without KYC because it's just DeFi. Right, so they have a wallet, they do like yield farming and DeFi and swaps and all that stuff. They don't get paid for you to do that, which is amazing, but yeah, pretty cool. OKCoin has a lot of issues. Well, there's some liquidity issues right now since the banking problems happened. Yeah. Chris says he posted a TRX chart a week ago or so on Twitter. Been watching it for months now. Yeah, I mean, it's in an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows. Anything above this line, 5 cents, whatever that is, it's looking good. Looking good. Litecoin, not heavy coin. Apparently has a halving coming up. I know that because crypto Twitter won't shut the fuck up about it. Why am I looking at a Bitfinex chart? Here, let's do something new. Litecoin. Let's see if I have a better one, but if not, we're just gonna Litecoin Coinbase, Litecoin USD. Let's do Litecoin USDT. It seems like a more reasonable place. I used to like that. Oh, guys. You ever see my old charts? Oh, there's so many lines. You ever tripped on acid? So many lines. Okay, we're going to do something new. You guys remember when I had my dark charts phase? Oh man, let's just do Litecoin USDT on oh my god, that made my brain hurt. That was awesome. That means that we haven't looked at that chart in a long time. Throw up some things. Woo, bing, bing, bang, boom. Litecoin. A lot of excitement around the Litecoins because it's got a halving because it's a Bitcoin knockoff. I'm not saying, I don't mean that in a negative way. I know we have some serious Litecoin enthusiasts all up in here. Randy, are you here? Randy, are you here today? Randy, who's always here, who is Miss Teen Crypto's amazing father. He's a big Litecoiner. Loves the Litecoins. Yeah, I mean, guys, uptrend, right? Higher lows. All I see is higher lows on all these charts. Do you think Hong Kong opening up and debt ceiling news will lead to bullishness? Man, I didn't even see that. But yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, man, those charts were wild. It's like 2008. So many lines. Charlie Lee dumped on me. Sounds like a personal problem. Chris says, I'm a fan of Litecoin since I mentioned it as a buy at 50 in October. I think we've still got some good upward movement incoming. So good. That gives me some bias. Yeah, I was talking about back in here. It was starting some pretty clear accumulation, refusing to drop, and now moving up. I mean, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see why you'd buy it right now. I kind of want to see a flip of this like above 100, basically. You get above these areas, 105, and then we're talking big bang, big moves. Let's see what happens if we draw a line from here. Are you guys finding this constructive? Our numbers are going in reverse, so maybe people just don't like these chart streams. Yeah, I was doing too many lines on my chart. He said it's a problem. How actively do you trade? Almost not at all. I've been pretty transparent. Like, I gained a following because of my trades and trading, and that's why we had a YouTube. We used to have 2,000 people in here, and we'd be Chartapalooza, and I'd be showing my trades. But like, where can you even trade anything awesome in the United States? And like, can you even show it on a screen without worrying about like Gary showing up and saying that you're giving financial advice to people? Like, I'll tell you this, like, I've sat with some friends who are like YouTubers who are based in the United States who are doing like live trading on like VPNs and shit. And I'm like, bro, you gotta stop. I know, I hate it. But yeah. Yeah. But I'm not really trading because also, I mean, not a big secret that like my liquidity, a lot of it was on Voyager, guys. So the money I was using to trade, that was where like I was holding all of my profits. It's gone. So it's like not a point where I want to go like sell a house to put together a portfolio worthy of like my time to trade. So yeah, Litecoin does it looks fine, but I think you got to just flip that area. DOT. That didn't happen, huh? Still though, like you got these break, but DOT is at like. If you're an accumulator, that's with like a bunch of O's, right? The memes on crypto Twitter. Is crypto Twitter just become like, maybe it always was, but I think like it's just the worst. It's bad. And that's sad to me. I like used to enjoy it, but it also feels like sort of the like anonymous, like trolly shit is like you've just become very marginalized by more like legitimate people in the space, which I guess that's a good thing. I mean, you got a little bullish sweep of that $5.15 low. That looks pretty good. I don't know. You got this tiny little kind of range going on here from here to here. Like maybe above 550, you start to. Dude, I need Chris's thoughts on this one. That also looks like a descending triangle, to be honest. I need you, Chris. Yeah. Like the smash button, guys. And the other reason, obviously, the numbers go down is now we're earlier. It's interesting. When Banter used to stop and I was at 9:30 and we were going to 10:30, we would literally like double our numbers at 10:15. Now people go over to Banter. Yeah. Chris says doesn't look great. Yeah, I don't think this looks great. I think this looks, guys, descending triangle obviously is a flat bottom. So you got this, right? Maybe you get another one of those before the breakdown, but like this is like a bouncing ball, right? You guys know, whatever. Like when a ball bounces, it hits the floor and just keeps getting lower until it sweeps down. So I'd be looking down here, the $4 if you're looking for a buy. Otherwise you're in, that's not even a great line. Let's be honest. That looked like a 424 maybe. Below that, you're starting to look at like 350, and then it's really Goblin Town. Tito says, you need a new show. If I could do ish, this is what I'd do. Tell me what you would do. It's fat bottom girls, but I do like the flat bottom girls Queen reference. Flat bottom girls, you make the fun go round. Shiba Inu, still in a top 15 coin. Are these layer 2s still bullish long term? I think so. If we believe in crypto and know that these layer 1s can't scale, then anything that makes Ethereum better should work. Shib, guys, there's nothing to see here. Kind of like in that Matic one. Maybe you just say, hey, listen, I could long it to 965. But then I would be looking for this trade on SHIB. Yeah, these don't look great. Some of these definitely look better than others, and then down to here. That's what I'd be looking for. That is really all I got for the charts. And I haven't seen a single chart here that's like compelling me to like dive back heavily into this. I want to see what Tito's show idea is. You guys, you can tell me show ideas. We'll try them. What about XRD? Is that Radix? I love those guys. So at consensus, I'm going to be honest, I've never really looked at the token. I don't even know what this token, Glimmer, Moonbeam. I pulled that up because I saw some news about Uniswap is expanding to Polkadot via Moonbeam parachain. So I pulled up Moonbeam and that's the chart. Like I thought that, that's good news. Like whatever. Sweet. What was I just doing? XRD. XRD. Try and find it on a bigger exchange. Here we do KuCoin. Not much history there. We got more here. A little more on Bitfinex. Oh, you guys aren't even looking at my screen, but hey, whatever, man. Whatever, dude. This is XRD. Yeah, that Moonbeam chart, which I own, by the way, remnant of the last bull run, was looking bad. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's Radix. So yeah, I was at Consensus, and I've become friends with Piers Richard from Radix. I just think he's a really cool guy. And so he was like, dude, you got to come by the booth and learn about the ecosystem. And I literally went to their booth for like an hour and a half. And they had like, 4 or 5 other projects there that were being built on Radix. And I spent time and sat there and listened to every single one of them give me their full pitch. Some of it was really cool. I can't remember the name. There was an NFT project where you could like create and mint your own crazy NFTs that I thought was actually really, really cool. Stuck out so much so that I don't remember the name. But yeah, I mean, I really think that good people trying to do good things. That said, I think we just do this, right? I don't know. If it holds 642, it should go back up. There's a pretty savage sell-off after that move, though. Big move up, no volume, dropping. I'd be looking for a bounce there. Yeah. Can we look at FTM? That is a show. If Tanner Gensler dies tomorrow, I'll be trading X. I didn't see that part. That's a good show. Show you FTM. Oh, well, did something die while we've been talking? Crypto, I mean, wildly oversold on the 4-hour. Hitting oversold on the daily. Losing the daily 200, though. I don't like this. I'm not an MA guy, but like they happen to be on my chart there, and that's a very clear retest as resistance and then a move down. If this can close RSI above, no, I don't like it. Wow, something happening here. There's real volume sell-off on FTM right now. Was there news or something? Did FTM get busted laundering money for Russian, Ukrainian, Chinese cartels? I don't know, but that's not good. Not a good chart. 30, I don't know, man. This is a consolidation and a breakdown. There's nothing bullish about that. Not touching this. What I would look for me now, maybe I will, is for bullish divergence, right? This comes down, we get that because it's wildly oversold. Can't in good faith get excited about this market right now. It's a market-wide move. Yeah, something, I think crypto just got herpes. Let's see. Okay, let's look at the tie. By the way, okay, let's look at the screen here. I'm not. It's not a comparison. I'm just saying, like we factually have a lot of the same fans, and my fans. We got a bunch of their fans at one point, and so they come here and they hang out, and then they go watch banter. It's not a bad thing. First of all, guys, this is relative trade volume right here. I don't know if you can see this, but 20% relative. This is 30-day trading volume over the last 30 days on a moving basis average. I mean, everything here not named XRP is down over 20, so most over 30%. So like that should show you how little volume there is across the board. It's just a lot of red. Like maybe you're a dip buyer, but that chart looks bad. Now let's fly back through these. SHIB dumping a little. FTM is dumping extra though. Litecoin super kind of dumpy. TRX might give you that entry. Sol, I mean, a lot of these are losing their 200 MAs. Matic, you might get that breakdown. ADA, don't like that. Yeah, man. I don't know. ETH not even oversold on the 4 hour, so I would say more to go. Got the overbought, get the oversold. Bitcoin pushing down at the bottom of that very boring range. Let's see if that's a good place for a bounce. I don't know, man. What terminal is this? This is the tie. If you guys don't know, guys, we are improving on it, but like, let me show you. So I've talked about this a lot, the tie terminal. So this is my dashboard. This is basically like the Bloomberg for crypto, right? So I've got my news feed up here. This is like all the news. So like every 2 minutes, this is just like opening the tap for literally everything. This is the most viral news based on tweet velocity in an hour, like on a rolling basis. So this is where you get your like really good breaking news. This is like events, unlocks, things like that, mainnet launches, wallet stuff. I don't use that as much. Obviously, just a quick look. This is that screener that I blew up. I just made it bigger. That shows you, and you can basically like, I mean, you can make a million settings. You can tie the things together. It's incredible. But I just like the relative trade volume and the relative tweet volume on a 30-day rolling basis. This is all your sector performance. See, and then trending coins on CoinGecko. This will give you, there you go, Ben. Like this would have told you, hey, Ben's probably moving because it shows you ahead of it. Then I've got like a bunch of macro futures, Ethereum inflows and outflows, total TVL of different coins, trending collections. I'd never look at that because I don't care about NFTs. Hash rate, mining stocks, mining pool market share, Ethereum staking rewards. I mean, there's a lot here. Percent of Ethereum staked in profit. These are just the ones that I've chosen. I mean, you can dive in here to a million things. But what I was going to tell you is that like we created the daily close newsletter. That's not what I wanted to do at all. To give you like on a rolling basis, this is that trending news, which to me is the most valuable thing. Gives you the top stories every day at the daily close, and then shows you the futures. We're working on a way to make this more text based, so that like it's more obvious. Gives you a summary with AI. It's all AI driven and from them. Like it's basically all the metrics I just showed you outlined in a more easy to read and understand, right? What's going in, what's going out, relative active addresses, obviously things seemingly dropping, what coins are whales accumulating right now, like in the last 24 hours, trending searches. We got rid of the NFT part. Yeah. So there, that give you an idea. Anyways, so yeah, we were trying to dumb down this terminal, make it accessible. Nice little bounce there on Bitcoin, but that's a 5-minute chart, so YOLO. Yeah. If you guys here, if you care about the daily close, if you like that, if you don't, I don't care. It's fine. Right there. It's $25 a month because I pay for the data and the tie. I'm losing money on that too. It's kind of my thing these days, losing money. Yeah. Scrolling there. You can read about that in the comments. You can tell when Scott's really thinking stay the fuck away from trading today. Yeah. I mean, we got higher lows and a lot of things, but I can't see trading this right now. Did something, did I, like, I don't know if I missed some major news just now. Did like Kevin McCarthy come out and say that like Biden died during the talks and that the Republicans are taking over with a spaceship? Did I miss something? You guys know better than me. The name is The Tie, but The Tie itself is only available to institutions. I happen to have access to it. And so I was trying, they don't allow retail to use it. It's very expensive for, I mean, there's so many things and I can't even, like, I don't even know how to start looking into this. It's insane. Companies, NFTs, coins, and then like, I don't know, like find a coin, you're like, let's go into Ethereum. And then like you do this wild deep dive into all the Ethereum news, all the metrics, all the tweets about Ethereum. And like, this is not, I haven't even, derivatives unlocks. Like it'll tell you all the coins that are unlocking, which by the way, is probably the most important thing to know with relatively newer altcoins. Trading charts, research charts, screeners, alerts, news. I mean, it's just insane. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Yes, I personally think you need a new format for the daily news feed. It's kind of rudimentary looking, needs a better design. Welcome to my life. Yeah, don't disagree. Don't disagree. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. I think, Nisha, we got a panel tomorrow. Do we? I'm looking. I think we're doing a panel tomorrow. He's typing. I can see him. Working on it. Yeah, put together a panel for tomorrow. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. And then next week, dude, we're ramping it up bigly, ramping it up huge. We're gonna go big. Gonna go big on the Twitter spaces. I'll tell you one thing I'm working on. It shouldn't be saying this publicly. I'm trying to get RFK and Saylor together for a show. Working on it. Back channel, because Saylor did a big fundraiser for him. Shouldn't have said that publicly, but hey, here we are. Guys, I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
That's dope.